Hey, what's up? Still in Mr. Nation, a little more players. Welcome to the NayFul podcast. This is episode number 2. Today I'm going to be talking about Valentine's Day. Um, this one is a tricky one because out of all the famous holidays where they are celebrated globally, it is this one and the Father's Day, which caused a lot of controversy. Maybe in South Africa, maybe in other countries, they are being celebrated the way that a person chooses to, which does not have a lot of controversy. But here, it causes a lot of controversy. So, number one, when it's Christmas, everyone is just celebrating the Christmas if they want to. There's an argument that Jesus was not born on the 25th. Others are saying he was born. Others go to church. Others do not go, and so on and so on. But it's like a peaceful day. Even people, when they argue in the name of love. Everything is chilled. It's Christmas, and so on and so on. The gist of the day is just a family day, regardless of the food, and so on and so forth. When it comes to Mother's Day, um, the fathers recognize the mothers, the children recognize the mothers. You know, everyone that has a mother is recognizing the mother on Mother's Day. So there's no argument about that. No one is posting their dad saying my dad is also my mom, regardless of how much of role that the dad has played to replace the mother if the mother was not present. I have not seen anyone that is posting their dad saying my dad is also my mom. But when it comes to Father's Day and Valentine's Day, there's always issues. There's always a lot of talks. There's always a lot of arguing. There's always a lot of left and right. We are not as united, as unified as we are comparing to these other two holidays. So when it comes to Father's Day, number one, a lot of people are posting their mothers. My mom is also my dad. A lot of people are just saying this day brings them a lot of emotion, so they don't celebrate, they don't recognize. You see all those other things that come with it, negative things, which then makes the people that want to celebrate their fathers feel bad for having a good dad, because majority of the people in Father's Day are saying negative things about their dads. Um, this now also has affected Valentine's Day. There's a lot of toxicity, dysfunctionality, unhealthiness in relationships. A lot of breakups are happening, divorces, and so on and so on. Which then the people that celebrate Valentine's, the people that want to celebrate Valentine's, the people that um, think of Valentine's as an important day in their lives, they don't celebrate it as openly as they celebrate their birthdays, you know. And also, I think that Valentine's has been hijacked by women to be like their birthdays, you know. When you're in a relationship, Valentine's Day is like a day where you celebrate the relationship. You celebrate the person that you love, and that person celebrates you because they love you. But I think because majority of us do not know the purpose of us being in relationships, so we do not know how to celebrate the relationship, because then sometimes on Valentine's Day, as a man, you get the gift that you get on your birthday. Maybe it's shaved, maybe it's not. You get the same gift that you get on your birthday, on Valentine's Day, on your anniversary day, and any other day where the person that is giving you the gift wants to. So you get that gift on Valentine's. But you have to think of Valentine's as a man, think of a different gift that you're gonna give her on Valentine's. You're gonna also give her for her birthday and for the anniversary. So you have to. There's a lot of. That's why a lot of men are against Valentine's. There's a lot of talks about how we are going on a conference as men. They are not going to a conference, but because there's a lot, it's even worse if the anniversary, the birthday, and the Valentine's Day are all in the same month. You have to choose different things. But what she can do, if it's if you are exchanging gifts, she can give you socks on the birthday. She can give you a belt on the anniversary, and then she can give you a tie on Valentine's Day. So it's Valentine's, anniversary, and birthday. If you had to have those days in the same month, that's what you would get. Well, maybe things are changing now. Some women now uh, are getting into the spirit of wanting to give back to the man. When I'm saying give back, I don't mean it in such a way that uh, the artists are always saying giving back to the community. But I think women now are. I'm seeing a lot of women in social media spoiling their men, because men deserve to be loved, and also men should be loved. Because then, if you if I come to you and say that I love you, and then you say you love me too, or you are not against us being in a relationship, and then you are happy in this relationship, then you should give it your all. You should not be confined into rules, into social media rules of how a relationship should go. If you want to give it your all, give it your all. Do not think, because if it's gonna end, it's gonna end. Regardless of how small you participated, regardless of how big you participated, irregardless, that is not the point. The point is, if you love someone, show them that you love them. Do not try to play a game with their feelings if you know that you don't love them. It is better to end it while it's still early, or don't even start the relationship. But if you feel like you love them and you are dedicated to them, show them that you love them. If you want to take them out, take them out. If you want to buy them an outfit or whatever, do that. If it ends, it ends. It's gonna end. If it's meant to end, it's gonna end. Regardless, whatever you do or do not do, it's gonna end. So yeah. Now, when we talk about Valentine's, we talk about the things we see in movies. I think a lot of understanding when it comes to Valentine's is an understanding of what we've seen in movies. Because in our culture, in our community, we know Valentine's from school, because we had to wear red and white. But then also, we were told at school that this day represents the day of love. If you There's a lot of stories you hear about St. Valentine's, who was a poet, who was blind, who was in jail, and then there was this other girl that after they kissed, he gained his vision and started seeing, and then on that day, it was honored. That day was honored as a day of Valentine's, where it was because of love. It's like the Beauty and the Beast story, the Beauty and the Beast story. So on this day, I think on Valentine's Day, I think people should celebrate one another. It's not all about gifts. I think it is very much important to. Or also, this was a day where if you had a crush on someone, you ask them before that day to be your Valentines. And then if they also have something for you, they have feelings for you, and they accept, and then most of the relationship would start that day. You go out and then you kiss and then whatever. Back when we were growing up, there were a lot of women that said that they were keeping their virginity for the Valentines and then they were gonna give it away. So to some extent, if the experience was beautiful to her, this day will mean a lot to her. But if it was not, it was not. This also could be part of the reason why um, she does not celebrate it anymore. So I believe that it is important that we do work on ourselves in relationships. If you know you have insecurities, if you know you have doubts, you don't have the trust is not as strong as you would want it to be in the relationship, work on that. If you see that you have tried and it has not worked, and then maybe it's time to let go. But this is the day where um, if you are a mother, you are being recognized on Mother's Day. If you are a dad, you are being recognized as on Father's Day. If you are a woman, there's Woman Month, Women's Day for you, and then I think there's International Men's Day as well. I don't know the date. It's not as popular as the other days. But on Valentine's, this is where the married, the not married, the heterosexual, the homosexual, whatever kind of relationship type there is, whatever sexual orientation, this is the day that it is made for lovers. Now, if we keep fighting the day, that means then out of all the other things we recognize by gifts and so on, we do not think that love is worth it. If we don't recognize this day, because then I think in whatever we can say it's a Western thing. Yabona xa indoda ingenamali is gonna say that Valentine's is a Western thing, and the female is when she has no idea as to how to or what to give the guy. She's gonna say she does not celebrate Valentine's. But I feel like if people had money, had means to celebrate it, they would celebrate it regardless of if it's a Western thing or it's not. So if you want to celebrate it, I think you must celebrate it regardless of if it's Western. Like the excuses that you hear from people, I don't think I don't think they understand that they are adding to the decline of celebration of love. So I would like to suggest that people must celebrate this day. You know, put in a beautiful picnic, buy some wine, fruit, yogurt, and so on. Sit down and just think about the relationship, appreciate the relationship, appreciate your partner. Eat because you are both going to be eating that thing. It's not like you're doing it for the partner. Just try and, even if you are married, whatever, try and do it for the one that you love, you know. So now people are including friends in it. Like, if they are single, you can do it with your friend. But if you are single, it was a good time to ask a person to be your Valentine's, not try and um, divert their attention into friendship. Try and get someone that you want. Tell them that you want them to be your Valentine's. So that is also another thing. So with just an addition to the thought, I feel like man, I feel like the world is just grooming a lot of us not to celebrate men. If on Father's Day we're gonna have people that post their moms, regardless of what the father has done. If you don't want to talk to say anything good about Father's Day, it is better to just keep it moving, just move on and whatever. Don't just try to spoil the day for the ones, for the fathers that showed up and were present and are still present, are still trying their best to provide and so on and so on. So if now we do not want to celebrate Valentine's as well because we feel like it's a Western thing, don't, then also we're saying that men do not deserve to be celebrated. So now you see what is happening to men on Father's Day. There's an argument. There's fights on Valentine's Day where lovers, where they are supposed to be appreciated as a lover because they could not be appreciated as a dad. There's also women who say, no, I don't celebrate that thing. No, that thing is corny and so on and so forth. So try to do it for the men. If you and men should also do it in the name of love. So the tradition can continue, regardless of it's a Western. There's a lot of Western things that we have adopted and made our own. Why is it a problem with this one? Because it has to do with love. So yeah, I'm an advocate when it comes to love. I advocate for love. I want people to be in love. I want people to be happy. I want people to um, celebrate the efforts of one another in a relationship. That little appreciation is very much important to the next person, to the person that you're with, so that they can see that they are making an impact in your life. Yeah, with that being said, man, I don't want to make this one long. Um, See you on the third episode.